guy with us, ladies and gentlemen. I got to tell you, he's real shy. He doesn't like to talk that much. And, Sonny, I got to ask you, your 6th trip to the field of 64.
Yes. I'm at the height of a mediocre career. That's where I am right now. And by the way, I think my name was mentioned for the Illinois job. I got a commitment, by the way. They said they didn't want me.
That was the commitment. Let's take a look at the conferences and how they line up in this field of 64. The ACC, in what many people thought was a down year, knocked somebody off. Although Eastern Michigan, extremely strong squad. They're the only team to beat Texas Tech this year. UCLA and Princeton. Mississippi State against Virginia Commonwealth. We'll look at the rest of the bracket. Cincinnati against UNC Greensboro. Temple's the number 7 seed. They'll play Oklahoma, Georgia Tech, and Austin Peay. And Indiana against Boston College. And when we look at this region, a lot of Indiana fans here. Sonny, but I got to ask you, you know something about Mississippi State? That huge victory against Kentucky in the SEC tournament final, did that surprise you?
Well, Richard Williams is a great coach. I worked in the SEC for 11 years, and he a tremendous defensive job every year. Very disciplined. He's got a great club. His philosophy of defense is what I really like. All 5 guys foul at once. You can only call one of them.
One of the guys who's committing those fouls, Eric Dampier, who is, a lot of people know about Eric Dampier. He's a pretty good big man.
I hope the referees are Eric. He is unbelievable. The guy plays 270, 6'11". He plays with such quickness. He beats the big people down the court. He rebounds. He blocks shots. They go lobs for him. I don't know if they're going to show up or not. He's pretty good. I think their perimeter game is what makes Eric so good, though. The 3 guys on the perimeter can shoot the 3, so it's not much of a drop on him. You can't dig back and steal, or you can't double up, and it makes it better for him. And I think he's going to be an NBA player. I really do.
Yeah, I think there's little question about that. Let's talk about Georgia Tech, Mike. Stephon Marbury is, without question, we talked about Allen Iverson in the previous show. Stephon Marbury is the next Allen Iverson.
Just a great player. You're talking about quick on quick, very hard to defend, controls the game with his ball movement. Just an excellent player, and I think they're playing very, very well. I think that's going to be a team that you're going to have to reckon with as you go down this tournament.
Yeah, there's little question that Stephon Marbury opens things up for everybody else. Now, take a look at the Sooners. There's a team that you're obviously familiar with, playing well at the end of the season. They knocked off Kansas at the end of the year. They got a tough matchup, though, with Temple.
They do. I think that this is the kind of team that can play against Temple, though. He has perimeter shooting. Deion Barnes will probably play more minutes. He scored 22 and 21 against us a year ago. Nate Erdman was runner-up to newcomer of the year in our league, 6'5", makes perimeter shots. And Ryan Miner can go inside and outside, maybe a lottery pick. I think you have to make shots against that Temple zone. I think Oklahoma's capable of doing that.
What does that matchup zone do to you as a player when you haven't seen it before, because not too many coaches use it?
No, they don't, but it's been so effective for John, and I think as a coach, I don't know how Sonny and Mike feel about it, but I think the 2 teams you just don't want to get in the draw are Temple and Princeton. And I think Kelvin's crying the blues down there right now, but I think he has enough weapons to attack it.
Sonny, let's talk about fan favorite right here, the Indiana Hoosiers. See? I'm able to get you applause at any time. But Bob Knight's program, not at the level it has been in the past, but again, another team that when you look at them, you don't necessarily want to stack up against.
Well, at tournament time, they always seem to be there. And he's one of the great coaches of all time, and they will be ready. We played him one time in a tournament. We were leading 29-12. The next time I looked up, I was almost fired. So he's really he's really a great coach, a great defensive coach, a great disciplinarian, and I don't know how far they can go. I really don't. But they're great. They're great shooters, and who knows?
All right, still to come. More on the Sonny Smith Show, and we'll be back with that in a moment. We'll take a look at the other region and the women's tournament.
great player.
And for a guy in college who I think has the best tattoo in all of college, Ace Custis, somebody you know about.
Yes, Ace, unbelievable quickness. Great lift, can step out and shoot the ball, refuses to lose. He's a great team player, and I think is going to be a great pro. I really do. He's wiry strong. You'd see him, you'd think that he's dead eating a cookie, you know. He's not very big. He's kind of skinny, but, hey, he knocks your guy down, and he goes up and gets the rebound. Maybe you didn't like my definition there, but...
I think we all liked it.
Oh, you did.
It well summed it up.
I also got a commitment from Ace. He told me he wasn't coming, too, when I recruited him.
At Texas Tech, there's a player by the name of Jason Sasser. Now, a lot of people don't know about Texas Tech as well, but this is a team that lost one game all year, and Sasser's one reason why.
Yeah, he's a 6'6" inside player who I guess is as physical guy who's playing right now. They're talking about him as a Barkley-type player. He can really go back and rebound it. I'd like to throw this question out on Texas Tech. How do you become a third seed at 27-1? I guess it's very reassuring to know maybe you win one more game and you become a 2 seed. That's
maybe they deliver the Sunday paper out there on Thursday or something.
People didn't get.
Don't tell Jim Dickey I said that.
Tim, we got to bring you back in on this one again, being so hot. Now, last night we asked you about the possibility of you coaching Illinois. The other the team you'll play in the first round, Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech's an excellent basketball team. I don't understand why they're a 9th seed. They played a great schedule. Only lost 4 games. Very, very well put together. By that I mean they have great perimeter players. They're good inside, so we're going to have our hands full. I think it'll be a half-court game, John. It'll be a close to the vest kind of game. We both play systems of basketball, and it's going to be who can get the other one to kind of crack in their system of play.
Sonny, you could probably give Mike a little scouting report about Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech, the best pass and catch team in the country, I think. Great ball movement. They very conservative in their approach to the game. Great half-court team. They are very, very good defensively, even though they don't challenge you at the midcourt line. I think Mike has nailed it right on it. It's going to be one of the great games in the tournament. Believe me, that game will be.
Yeah, there are some terrific matchups.
I'm picking you.
Putting the pressure on right away.
I want to take that back.
Let's get to the Cal-Iowa State game. And first, just talk a little bit about your team, because we touched on it a little bit yesterday that you were picked for last in the conference, and you come away as conference champions.
Well, we have 2 weaknesses with our team right now. Our ability to rebound. We've only out-rebounded our opponents 4 times in depth. Our 2 guards, J.C. Holloway and Dedrick Willoughby, played the entire 120 minutes that were available over the course of the Big 8 tournament weekend. Late in the Kansas game, Willoughby came over and says, "Coach, I think I need a blow. I'm tired." I said, "You're not tired. Get back down on the floor." But we don't have anybody to stick back in there. I think that California is a team that's got talent. A lot of young guys. The word on the freshman, Sharif, is that he's just terrific. Maybe the best player in the Pac-10 in years. Jelani Garner's a talent. I think that it'll be a game that we're going to try to make them play some half court and try to take advantage of offensive spurts and transition breaks when we can get them. I think the key will be our ability to rebound, and can we match their physicalness.
Yeah, Sharif Abdur-Rahim, everybody talked about Georgia Tech, Stephon Marbury, but Rahim was simply the best freshman in the country. Now, when you talk about great big man, Wake Forest has a guy by the name of Tim Duncan, who might be the best player in the country.
Without a doubt, he is close to being there. He has great hands, he has great offensive moves, and he made a 15-footer the other night. And in a big situation, I'm thinking if this guy can step out and make one, he's going to be great. And Dave Odom has a great basketball team, and Duncan is the key.
Yeah, Wake Forest, the champions in the ACC. Stick around. When we come back, we'll hear from the coaches once again and their final 4 picks as March Madness continues.